Very many of you hear the word tenant, chibanja holder, but do you know who a tenant is? Do you know who a chibanja holder is? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about who a tenant is, or what we call a chibanja holder. When you hear that word, what comes to your mind and what does it actually mean? Yeah. So, hi, my name is Joan.A and welcome back to Law Joan. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about who a tenant is and what type of tenants are protected under the law. Because we have tenants, there are those that are protected under the law and those that are not protected under the law. So we have two types of tenants that are noticed under the law and are protected. So one of them is a lawful occupant and another is a bona fide occupant. So a lawful occupant is one who, by virtue of the repealed Busuju and Ivuju laws of 1928, they were able to settle on that land. Or you could find another tenant in this category. They settled on that land by virtue of the Toro landlord and tenant laws of 1937. The other category could be under the Ankole landlord and tenant law of 1937. The other category of tenant that is commonly known by people is the one who settles on land by the consent of the registered owner. Yeah, this is normally a purchaser. The other third category of tenant under lawful occupants is one who settled on land, yeah, by the mode of customary tenancy, but their tenancy was not well defined or compensated for. Now we go to the second category of tenants, which is the bona fide occupant. The bona fide occupant is that tenant who settled on this land before the coming into force of our 1995 Ugandan constitution. They settled on the land, they utilized it, they developed it, but they weren't challenged by the owner of that land. Neither were they challenged by the agents of the registered owner of that land. Sometimes you get to find that they were settled on that land by government or an agent of government. This could be a local authority. But these people settled on this land before 8th October 1983, and they were unchallenged. They settled on this land for 12 years or more without being bothered. Now, these are the types of tenants that are protected under the law. The kind of tenants that are not protected under the laws, you get to find there are squatters, unlawful occupants, illegal tenants, licensees, people renting land for agricultural purposes, people renting premises. This is a category that is not protected under the law. Well, this is all I had for you for today. Until next time, bye.